All right, here we go, baby. SEMA 2025, we're back. Feel like I've been back every hour after every hour. Teresa, you're running me hard up here. Hey, y'all, I'm Mike Caudill with Chasing Horsepower. We are on day 2 into the afternoon, and we got a special guest. Chris Van den Elzen joining me up here on the Nexen live set. Man, you and I, we met about 3-4 weeks ago.
Yep.
And it's a funny story, so I'm going to share it really fast. So probably about 15 years ago, you guys, like I said, 15. It's because we were talking about rap music last night. I'm really good at it. Come from the Bay Area, days of MC Hammer. Years ago, I worked with this company called E3 Spark Plugs, and this guy who was this brainiac engineer, his name was Chris Van den Elzen. He has like 13 kids. And so when I heard your name, now this dates back, obviously, because I hadn't met you in person, but there's this guy named Chris Van den Elzen. He's part of our race team. And I'm like, that dude's got 13 kids. He's like 58. Like, there's no way he's racing for you anymore. I'm like, man, that dude's got to be racing, not some program I'm familiar with. And then I went on, I did the research. I'm like, okay, this guy's legit. Like, he is a real off-road racing driver, which is what I love, right? I've got an off-road vehicle, grew up in the desert of California, doing what we do, and that's getting fun, out having fun out in the sun. So Chris Van den Elzen from VDE Racing is joining us. His vehicle is actually sitting down at the end of the booth here. Did you bring those rocks with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You just put them in the back of your rig?
No, we walked the whole way. We carried them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now, one thing I know about you is that your wife, she's as good on video and camera as you are, but she's not here.
I know, it's weird.
She is
really
great,
weird.
though. She's great. All right, so tell us your story, man. When we think about, because you're young, you've been doing this for a while, and you love what you do. So tell us your story.
Yeah, so I'll try to summarize it a little bit because it's a long story and I can talk forever. But essentially, I was raised around off-road. My dad was raced from like the 70s until about 93. My whole life, he told me to not get into off-road racing at all. It's dirty, it's messy, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So got into other motorsports, rally racing, drifting, and of course, you're raised around it, you get back into it. So, and I mean, you just don't listen to what your family tells you, right? So, about 8 years ago, I got into to short course off-road with a entry-level buggy. About 50 horsepower and 6 inches of travel at best. And then from there on out, we just kind of grew. We wanted to build. I wanted to get to bigger, better things and promote ourselves and really started learning and growing through the ranks. So, yeah, that's where we're at now, 8-9 years later.
Aren't you from Wisconsin?
I am from Wisconsin, yeah. So we have Crandon. It's kind of the mecca of short course off-road, essentially. So we're nearby Crandon International Off-Road Raceway.
Isn't it really weird to be wearing Minnesota Vikings purple when you are a Green Bay Packers fan?
This guy.
It was very easy. Like, it was easy for you to walk into it.
Okay, so realistically, I am not a sports fan.
Okay.
I like hockey,
okay.
but I'm a gearhead.
F1?
Right? F1 I love. Yeah.
It's a sport.
Yeah.
All right, so your racing career, you started in buggies, and now you're doing this. So tell us about the series that you're in, what you love the most about it, and what your biggest challenges are.
Yeah, absolutely. So the series that we race is Championship Off-Road Racing, or Championship Off-Road Series. It's they're primarily based out of Midwest, but we're starting to dabble in the West Coast again, which is nice. We just raced Glen Helen. But the sport itself is such an amazing sport. It's about 15 minutes of just intense racing. You're going about 100 miles an hour around corners on dirt, 15 cars around you. We jump about 150, 175 feet, and it's literally the best motorsport that's out there. Like, I've done other ones. There's nothing like it.
Do you always, in the world of racing, do you want to get, like, is it, all right, now I got to do King of Hammers, or I got to do the Baja 1000. Like, is that your mentality? Like, I'm doing this right now, and I got to go to the next level. Don't forget Nexen.
Absolutely not. No, it's a big thing that there's always something I want to do, dabble, grow, and continue doing that. I really want to grow through the ranks of short course, but also I definitely want to dabble in other motorsports as well, and that's kind of where things are going right now, connecting and working with different people on
out
stuff.
on the track. What's your biggest, like, you've got a memory, you're like, you know what, I was in this race, I was 7 back, and I figured out how to get to first place. Like, You got to have one of those moments.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of those moments where honestly I feel like when you have to work for it, for some reason somehow you zone in and you start passing people left and right, and it's just part of it where things work. When people talk about in the flow or in the zone, that's just where it gets to. But I would say like a pinnacle thing for me though was some two-time world champion for at Crandon. The 2023, I think it was, when I won the last one, or 24, whatever, 24, I think actually.
See, you're 35. Your memory's
starting to go. It's starting to go.
Starting to go already.
No, I ended up winning by about 70 car lengths, which is just ridiculous.
Insurmountable, yeah.
Yeah, in a spec class too.
Yeah.
So it was one of those moments where it's like, I don't know how this happened. We put it together, but it worked. And being able to, bring the eyes on Nexen tires by doing it that way and really showcasing okay, who's this guy with this purple truck?
Run Nexen tires in a race and you'll be 70 car lengths ahead of the nearest competitor. That was a great promotion right there. Good job. All right, so you're in prep now for the next upcoming season, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you train? Push-ups, sit-ups, or you just get behind the wheel?
So it's a bunch of things. So I hate working out. So I have to trick myself into...
This interview's going down fast. I don't follow stick and ball sports. I can't tell you whether LeBron or Michael Jordan's the GOAT. And now he's like, man, you said push-ups. I ain't doing those.
See, here's the thing, though. I trick myself into working out, and I do a lot of mountain biking. And
that is working out.
Yeah.
For the record, mountain biking is hard.
Yeah. And
Brian Deegan, everyone knows who Brian Deegan is. His training, especially with his son, Huck, I mean, their training has been all biking, cycling, that's what they do to stay in shape.
Well, and that's a big thing too. Like when you're racing, it's intense, right? You're out of breath. You're trying to focus and make sure you're hitting your lines and doing everything perfect. And mountain biking translates very well into that too. So being able to go and essentially feel like you're dying, but still have your mental focus is huge. So
did you see the new F1 movie with Brad Pitt?
I did.
Okay, and do you remember the movie with Sylvester Stallone way back in the day called Driven?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, both of them had a calmness. And that was like the highlight, is that when they are in that moment of zen behind the wheel, everything gets quiet and they get calm. Does that happen with you?
Yeah, that's the flow state or the zone. Absolutely,
is it called the flow stater?
In the biking world, it's called the flow state.
The flow state.
Yeah.
Learn something new today, Nick. Something new. Flow state.
But that happens. That happens when you're focused in and things just start clicking and slows down and you feel like you already know what's going to happen before you do it.
So I go into the flow state whenever I get a microphone with me. I go into my flow state. I'm in my flow state right now. All right, so what's next? Training this season. Mm-hmm. Are you competing?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
We're very competitive, but so we're building a brand new truck for next year.
Brand new truck?
Brand new truck. Just sold the truck that we've had a lot of success in, and hopefully we have a much more successful truck at this point. So that's the off season right now, is just kind of getting that ready and getting a program together where we can go and be the best. We've been second in points for championship points 2 years in a row, and it'd be really nice to walk away with a championship at the end of next year.
Do you change things up in the engineering process with a new truck?
Absolutely.
What do you do differently, or can you not tell?
It's not really rocket
they're all
science.
They have to all meet a certain spec.
Correct. The thing is, all of our pickup points, suspension, stuff like that, we have to adhere to a certain set of rules. How you mount the shocks, where you mount the shocks, center of gravity, and how the truck works in corners and jumping. That's really where you start dialing all of that in. And any builder has a different idea, a different thought process. So there's always something. But typically the recipe is getting the center of gravity lower and get that truck to really handle.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, where can people find out more information about what you do?
Yeah, so we're on almost every single social media platform. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Typically, everything is all under Chris VDE Racing or VDE Racing as well, which is kind of our whole team social media.
Tell me about the bracelets.
Bracelets. So we have this slogan that started kind of as a joke. It's when Chris wins, we all win. And there's a whole story behind it, which is hilarious how it happened, because one of our friends thought that every time I win, I just gave out air fresheners that looked like my race truck. And they came by and got it, and it just kind of stuck. So every single time he would just yell, like when Chris wins or when VDE wins, we all win. So that's our thing now, and we got bracelets and everything. So if anybody wants one, come get some.
I feel like that's a great charity of some kind.
Right.
Let's do it. I think we need to find a charity that every time somebody gives you $1, they go to a charity. 100% proceeds. He's like, hey, I got to pay to make these.
Yeah,
things.
yeah, exactly. I don't know about that. Maybe we'll see.
I love it. Hey, you know what? This is what it's all about, right? Racing, the automotive aftermarket, the auto industry, the truck industry. It's all about passion.
Yeah.
It's all about lifestyle. It's the one unifying thing with everybody here is that in some capacity, we all love cars. We all love what this industry represents. Hey, thank you so much for joining us up here and telling us a little bit more about your race program. Again, tell everybody one more time, website where they can find you.
Yeah, please, social media, please come find us. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, VDE Racing or Chris VDE Racing. Pretty much everything links out to that point.
Beautiful. All right, that's it for me, you guys. I'm going to be back here at 1:30